Hey, Mr. Oli Edwards.
Yes, sir. How are we? We all good?
Gunman and the Edwards.
Yes,
How
sir.
are you?
How are we?
Thanks for joining me.
That's all right, mate. No problem. I let you down last week. I said I made a promise, and today I'm here.
This don't worry, mate. The thing is with doing these things live, Oli, is things can happen. Wi-Fi connection, things can come up. There's so many variables with live interviews. Yeah. But the great thing about what we do is it's live, it's uncut. The fans can jump in and pick your brain. And
my brain, yeah. I ain't got no brain up there, let me tell you that.
Hey, don't lie. I've seen your fights. You don't get hit that much.
I'm good in the ring, you know what I mean? I'm good in the ring. But apart from that.
No, listen, it's an absolute honour to have you on. You're a superb fighter, and this platform has been set up for superb fighters like you to come on and basically share your journey with the fight fans so we can get to know a little bit more about you. So, as I said, it's an absolute honour to have you on. So thank you so much for coming on.
No problem. No problem at all.
Yeah, no, absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So first thing I want to start with is your fight name. Where is it? Yeah, I'm the Gunman. Wesley the Gunman.
Do you know what?
You're just Mr. Oliver Edwards.
But I ain't really got a fight name yet. But people say I'm the machine because when I train or when I come forward, I'm just a machine. I just come forward. I just don't stop. There's no off button. I just don't know when to stop. Do you know what I mean?
Can we call you Oli the Machine Edwards?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, well, that's what we're working towards. Yeah, Oli the Machine.
Yeah, I like that. Because I was thinking maybe some of the fans could give us some options. You know,
Hey, guys, fire away. If you've got any good options, fire away. But you know what? I like the machine because even my dad went to me, you're like a machine, son. You don't stop. You keep going. Remember to rest. Remember to rest. I'm like, no such thing as rest. Keep going. No.
Yeah, I like the machine. I think that's gonna stick. What about this one? Oli the Equalizer Edwards.
Oli the Equalizer Edwards. I mean, it's all right. Have you seen the film Equalizer?
Is it?
The film Equalizer. That's good, isn't it?
And you've got to have that one punch, power going on. I think you're going to carry that name.
I mean, it's going to come like what's it? I'm planning to get my dad's ashes in my hand in a tattoo. So every time I hit someone, it's not me hitting them; it's my dad hitting them. Do you know what I mean? So
that's amazing.
Power punch.
That's actually quality.
Yeah, that's the plan. That's what I'm thinking about doing anyway.
That's amazing. That's absolutely amazing. Yeah, I was just wondering why no fight name. I thought, you've got to have something, but but I think, why have you not gone with anything like previous to that?
I just, do you know what? I just, like I say, I ain't got no brain. I just don't really think of it. All I want to do is fight. Yeah. Like, nothing personal, just business. I just want to fight.
I'll tell you what, just Mr. Oliver Edwards or Mr. Oli Edwards. That just sounds all business.
Yeah, that's it.
I like it. You know what I mean?
Oli Edwards, yeah.
Yeah, it's all business. You know what I mean? Exactly. Business approach.
Yeah, I love that.
Absolute business approach. So let's talk about your style. So for those that haven't seen this guy fight, this man is 9-0, professional fighter, moving really nicely through the ranks. For anyone who hasn't seen you fight, how would you describe your style?
Aggressive, come forward, have a tear up. No, do you know what? Do you know what? The one time actually I was in Portugal, right, and I was training with Dill, and Mark Tibb was there.
Yeah.
And I was hitting the bag, and he went, "Do you know who you remind me of?" He went, "You remind me of Miguel Cotto." Miguel Cotto. So I like Miguel Cotto. I have his style. Like I'm very good with my left hooks. I'm good with my overhand rights as well. But I mean, I'm a come forward fighter, so I like Chavez, Miguel Cotto, Gerald McLennan. Yeah. I'm not a fancy fighter. That's just not me at all. I can't
but
do that fancy stuff.
You're very compact, and I like your hand placement is absolutely beautiful. It's always like disciplined. You're very compact. You're very straight. You're spiteful.
Yeah,
really good jab. Really good jab.
Yeah, I got that from my dad. My dad had a good jab back in the day, so I've got a powerful jab. I hit people with a jab. It's like hitting them with a right hand. I'm not joking. People think
I've seen it. Yeah, absolutely solid. Absolutely solid.
But yeah, I'm a come forward fighter. That's me. I'm entertaining, you know. So my team, Bobby and Connor, we're working on it. So I used to just come in, no head movement. Well, some head movement, but block, and then just come at you. But me and the team have been working on like cutting. You know, a bit like GGG, cutting, cut.
Yeah, changing angles slightly.
Take them for a walk. So that's what we've been working on. We're working on things like that.
Walk. I love that. And I'm going to get onto your team because I outside looking in, I really admire your setup. But I want to talk a little bit more about your style. Now, take a look at this. Boxers are not meant to look like this, right? Now, first things first.
Come on.
How the hell do you look that good?
Caramel look, you know what I'm saying? Caramel complexion. What can I say?
You should have a bust. You should have a bruck up nose or something.
No, I have. I've got a busted nose, but you can't really see.
All right then.
I mean, it's the lighting. The lighting done me a bit of justice.
All right then. Okay, but what about this then? What about this? Okay, so you look like you should be on Love Island. To be honest with you,
no one says that. To be fair.
All right. Okay. What about this? Talk us through the thought process of this bit of style. What?
Oh yeah, that was out in Barbados when I was with my woman.
What's going on there?
Look, smart. That's for that was Christmas Day. Yeah, Christmas Day. That is.
Wait, who paid you to work? Who paid you to look like that?
I was working with a brand. What are they called? Howard. It's like a suit brand. I was working with them. And
Howard and Co. attire. I'm only
that's
joking.
The one. Yeah,
I'm only joking. You look the part, mate. You look the part, but I still think there's a little bit of that German look to your style there. Right. Now, lastly, we need to have a word with BoxRec. Right. We need to have a word with them.
They done me dirty.
That picture.
They done me dirty. You know what? I want to change it. I was like, what is that? You have me in?
Mate, look. Mate, if I were you, I'd send an email in.
Man, how bad is that? Do you know what they do on BoxRec? They just pick it. They just pick a picture and just boom, whack it on. I'm like, what are you doing? How can you do
that to a man?
I'm young there, you know. I think I'm 20. Maybe.
I know, but you're gonna have to tell them. Say to them to look. Can you turn it to this one, please?
I think they should do that for me.
BoxRec. You need to sort that shit out. Out order. Done him dirty.
Terrible, mate. Terrible.
Oh, you must be livid. Your opponents are looking you up and they're going, look at that guy.
It was a dirty fight. Yeah, it's a dirty fight. I don't like it. We can't. No, they ain't changed it. I want them to change it.
They need to really. They really need to. But your team is superb. And listen, I started boxing at Miguel's when I was boxing. I've stopped now, but when I was boxing, I started at Miguel's. And your gym has a bit of an affinity with Miguel's, as in, quite a lot of people box at Miguel's. They go to your gym. Can you tell us a bit about your team and your gym, please?
Do you know what? I've been with my team for I think about a year now. I was with two people called Ruben Suarez and Pete Marciano. They used to be Ruben used to be my S&C coach and manager, and Pete used to be my boxing trainer. Unfortunately, I'm not working with them no more. I mean, they're wicked people, but I'm not working with them no more.
Yeah. Why did you split from them?
Just because I needed to be in a boxing environment, and Brixton Boxing Gym is a boxing environment. You know, I like training with Isaac, I train with Samir, train with Viv. It's just I'm in there 5 days a week, and I'm just, you know what I mean? I've got a routine. You got a routine, and I don't know. I feel, you know, when you train, you got to feel comfortable where you are. And I just felt comfortable, and we have a laugh in there. Basically, I'm in there for like most of my career, so I need to have a laugh in the gym. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not always serious.
So what is your gym now giving you that your old setup didn't provide you, other than fun?
Well, this gym, obviously, this is Bobby and Connor's gym, so we're like, it's there. Like before, when I'm with Ruben and Pete, I was training at a gym called Manor Boxing Gym. It is a boxing gym, but it's more fitness.
Yeah.
Gym. Where this gym's like a proper boxing gym, and I'm working along with Isaac, who is like Commonwealth, British, English champion.
Yeah.
So I'm learning loads from him.
Yeah.
And obviously Bobby's experience and Connor's experience. I'm learning so much.
Yeah.
They're changing me. Like in sparring, I'm doing. Before, like, I used to be rusty spar because I never used to get spars in. And now that I'm down at this gym, they get me spars like 2 times a week, and I just like I'm improving. I'm improving every single day, and I can see it as well. Do you know what I mean? And it gives you a buzz because I see myself improving.
Yeah,
And I'm just comfortable down that gym.
mate. That is like the dream team that you just named there. Do you know what I mean? That is like the dream team.
Yeah, and we push each other. I remember the second week when I was down at Brixton gym, I was proving myself, and there's this thing called Fuck It Up Friday. Yeah, on a Friday. And you train like you do a circuit, right? You do it for like 25 minutes non-stop. There's no break. You just do it. Like you keep going. And you put the heating on, yeah, to like 34 degrees. So it's hot. It's like a sauna. And Isaac goes, right, you got to keep up with me. I was like, yeah, cool. Let's do it. All right, let's go. Mate, I was frothing out the mouth. But I thought, nah, I'm going to prove it. I can train like a beast. Let's go. So, you know, we push each other down that gym, so it's good. I love it.
Yeah. No, mate. As I said, outside looking in, it looks superb. And I'm just going to show some of the sort of technical work that you do.
Go on.
So, I love this sort of stuff. You know, but
yeah, this is like relaxing. Like
you always. I've noticed in your training, again, outside looking in, you're always very compact. You train like you're fighting almost, you know. You always train like you're fighting, you know.
Yeah, of course. You've always got to be switched on. Always.
Yeah, absolutely. But you know how it is. Like when you're at a lower level, then you hit the bag and you got tunes on and your arms will be down, or you know.
Yeah, no, you got to do that realistic, like how you're fighting. Because otherwise, if you don't, you're gonna get slapped. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But at lower level, you can be hitting the bag, and you set it to like a 5-minute round, and half the round you're sort of not focusing. You're just hitting.
Yeah, you're slacking. You're slacking.
Any proper combinations or drills, you're just like, yeah, I'm really fit. I'm hitting the bag for 5 minutes, but you're not actually really doing anything.
Yeah, 100%.
Everyone's done it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I just lost focus on the bag, and you're just like not doing anything.
It's easy to do. And shadow boxing, it's easy to do it, but you got to be switched on. Do you know what I'm saying? You got to know what you're doing.
You guys are locked in. How is it working with this man, Boxing Bobby? How is it working with him? And he's got such a great reputation, so highly rated.
Bobby's like, you know what? He's just like, obviously he's young as well. He's passionate about his boxing. He just loves his boxing. Do you know what I mean? He studies his boxing. Like even after training, he's like, right, come down. What's this fight? What does he do wrong? What does he do right? You know what I mean? And he watches everything, like your footwork, everything. You know, like he never takes his eye off it. He wants it like spot on. Do you know what I mean? Like if you don't if he don't feel like he's made you improve, then that's a bad day for him at the office. You know what I mean? So he puts his heart and soul into it. Same with Connor. Yeah. They put their heart and soul into it. You know what I mean? They got passion for boxing, so they enjoy seeing you do good, so they want you to improve. So you do improve. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's amazing. I absolutely love that.
Yeah, honestly, like
absolutely love that. Yeah, absolutely love that. So you're on a 9-fight win streak.
Touch wood. Keep going. Come on.
You're on a 9-fight win streak. Now you kind of coasted. Let's just talk about your pro debut, actually, just very swiftly. William Warburton, I think it was your pro debut, 4-rounder.
Yeah, that's it. William Warburton, he was a slippery bastard. That's it. Jesus.
Slippery bastard. I mean, the guy's had a lot of fights.
A lot. For pro debut, that was a bit mad.
And it's hard to put him away. And he's had a lot of fights. How was it for your pro debut? A lot of people would say that the pro debut is like a memorable fight. So I've spoken with like fighters on here that have retired, and they always remember the pro debut. They say, "Oh, I remember the nerves. I remember because it's almost like what you dreamed of getting to is turning pro." Yeah. Were you nervous?
Well, I was nervous. You know why? Because obviously my nan wanted me to get into boxing. She's always wanted me to get into boxing. I got into boxing because I got bullied. So obviously that's why I wanted to learn how to do self-defense. So that's how I got into boxing. Yeah. I wanted to learn how to look after myself. So I didn't really take myself seriously at first. Anyways, like I was down in the gym for like 2 or 3 weeks, and I started getting good and better and better. And then the coach said to me, "It's like if you stick at this, you could be a really good boxer." So I was just stuck here. Anyway, so for my pro debut, you know what? I sold how many tickets? I sold 350 tickets for a pro debut. 350 tickets. That's good. Because now, obviously, you know when your career goes up, ticket sales go down because obviously pro debut, Oli's fighting. Let's go watch him. It's hard to keep that ticket sales up, but we're keeping the momentum going. I got good support. But yeah, no, my pro debut, so 350 tickets. It was just a buzz, mate, because from all the days when I got bullied and stuff like that, I brought it into that ring. Do you know what I mean? I brought it into that ring.
That's lovely.
When I was in there and they called my name, like, because before I used to be scared of my own shadow. I was there. I was
So you
like,
was getting bullied. You wasn't that a naughty boy when you was growing up. You
no,
wasn't
no,
involved
no,
in
no,
street fights or
the
anything. You was...
opposite. The opposite. No, I was scared of my own shadow, mate. You asked my mum, I was scared. Even my dad was like, oh, you need to man up, son. You need the backbone, da, da, da. And I was like, no, I was just
Yeah.
scared. I don't know what it was.
So you weren't born to fight. You learned to fight.
Well, I had the fighting in me because my dad was a fighter. He was a kickboxing champion.
Yeah.
So I had the fighting in me. And when I seen my dad fight, I thought, I want to do that. I want the crowd roaring my name like that. You know what I mean?
Lovely.
So it just gave me a buzz. So, anyways, when I was at when I had my pro debut, and I was like, all of that, Edward, I was like, yes, I'm here. This is it. This is my time. And when they called my name when I won, the best feeling in the world.
Oh, amazing!
You can't beat it. You honestly, you can't beat that feeling. There's nothing out there that can beat that feeling. Honestly,
Mate, I'm
crazy.
Buzzing for you hearing about it. Honestly, I'm buzzing for you hearing about it. That's brilliant, man. That's really, really cool. So you went on a lovely win streak right up till COVID, and then COVID struck. And how's that affect you when you're on a nice run, you're fighting fairly regularly, and then bang, you're training in your kitchen.
Training in my kitchen. No, do you know what it was? Obviously, when I was training, I had a few years out because I was suffering with mental health really, really bad. I was hanging around with the wrong people. I was out partying.
Oh, was that not during COVID, or was that before then?
That was before COVID.
Oh, okay. I thought that was a COVID break. Okay.
Yeah, I was hanging around with just silly people, and I was out partying too much.
Yeah.
And I lost the love for boxing. I didn't really want to box anymore.
Right.
And obviously, I met my sponsor. My sponsor for Social Security met Ruben Tabares at an airport and said, I've got a fighter. He's fallen down, but he wants to get back on the wagon again. He wants to start fighting again.
Were you boozing? Were you boozing?
Was I boozing through when I didn't want to box? Yeah, I was boozing, yeah.
Drugs or anything like that?
No drugs, just boozing. Just boozing. Anyway, so my sponsor got in contact with Ruben Tabares at an airport because he thought he was a footballer. And he wasn't. He was obviously David A's S&C coach.
Yeah.
Anyways, they exchanged numbers, they exchanged things, and then I think it was like 10 months later, Ruben got in contact, and then I went down to the Haymaker gym, and they done a trial, and I'd done really good. Anyway, so they were training me, and so then lockdown come, but we still couldn't. We didn't get no fight because they wanted to get me back into the boxing and like get myself back to my normal reality. Do you know what I mean? Because I lost everything. I lost my confidence, everything. Anyway, so lockdown happened. I think Ruben was training Dillian White. Dillian White flew out to Portugal for the Alex Povetkin fight, the first fight.
Yeah.
And I remember sparring Dill in Essex before he went to Portugal, and he was like, "Oh, who's that super middleweight you got? I wanted to come out to Portugal." So they flew me out to Portugal, and I was out there for COVID for I think it was 6-7 months in Portugal training. So COVID was a blessing to me, mate.
Yeah.
It was lit. Yeah. It was sick.
So
I was on the beach, running. I was like, I hear you've only got an hour workout. Like, I'm on the beach. Lovely. Mate. I was living the life there.
Living the dream.
Yeah, it was sick, mate.
And getting some really solid, serious rounds in with Dylan because he's a big guy.
Right, yeah, honestly.
And you're a lot smaller than him.
There was one point, I hit him with a jab because obviously Povetkin was like really sharp with his jab and uppercuts. I hit him with a jab. It knocked his head back, and he looked at me and smiled. I thought, shit. And then he threw a left hook, got me to the body. I was like, mate. He didn't take the piss though. Obviously, he's heavyweight. Do you know what I mean? But I was fast for him because obviously Alex Povetkin, he's fast. He was always moving his head, and that was my style. So I was perfect for him sparring out there. How much do you
spar bigger guys, and do you advise it for an up and coming fighter to spar guys that are bigger than you?
If you're doing tech spar and you're learning, then yeah, because they obviously put your weight on each other. They're heavy, so Like, it's good for fitness, but I mean, not like full on spars. Like there's them full on spars where you have it like proper like a fight, and then you got spars where you're learning. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like you need more of the spars where you're learning and not punching the shit out of each other, because you don't learn nothing from it. You just learn that alpha in you, like yeah, I'll fuck them up, or he fucked me up. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't learn from it. Yeah, you learn the toughness,
Yeah.
and then you've had a good little tear up and that. But you don't really learn nothing.
Yeah.
It's all about like tech spars. Like when I'm sparring with Isaac in the gym, we're not going ham on each other. We do tech spars, and then when people come down to spar us, then obviously we learn what we've done in tech spar and we put it.
Yeah.
Into
There's weight classes for a reason. I don't care what people say. There's weight classes for a reason. You know,
100%.
I'm a firm believer in that. But yeah, no, that's it. That's really interesting to hear that. You know, you will spar the bigger guys, and you know, do you spar quite hard all the time, or do you actually feel that look, for longevity,
do you know what it is with my spars? Like even Colin and Bobby and all that, they say, "Oli, calm down," because when I spar, I spar. I just want to have a fight, but it's not about it. It's about learning. You know what I mean? So I get disheartened when I don't know. I always feel like at the end of the day, and you're never going to win a championship in sparring, are you? You know, you're not winning belts, so what's the point about taking each other's heads off? You're learning, so you're there to learn.
Yeah.
You know.
So listen to the guys that are jumping in. If you've got any questions for Oli, please fire them in, and I'll ask him the good ones.
Someone said take the hat off. I can't. I got that.
I know. Someone said no
haircut.
One guy said no hat because I've been wearing my Liverpool bucket hat a couple of interviews.
Yeah.
So someone says here no hat. But if anyone's got any questions, what we really want to do, we really want to get Oli a new fight name. At the moment, we're stuck on the machine. I said Oli the Equalizer Edwards. If anyone can come up with anything better than machine, I don't think they can. Fire it in. But also, if you've got any questions, ask him. If you're not
opinion on Kai Fulda. I mean, Kai Fulda's my boy.
Where does it say that?
No, I think Kai's wicked, mate. You need to turn your shot in with your right hand a bit more, Kai. Apart from that, beautiful.
Is that him asking? You can't
yeah.
You can't ask for an opinion on yourself.
Oh, innit?
Yeah, dear. Have you sparred him? Are you going to spar him?
No, we ain't sparred each other. If he wants to spar me, I just don't want to hurt him, so I've said no.
That's absolutely brilliant. So just going back through your pro career then, so your fourth fight, you got your first stoppage. Was that a relief?
Yeah, that was. It was a relief, because obviously in boxing you're a salesman, aren't you? And I mean, if you don't stop people or knock people out or put on a good performance, then you're not selling tickets, and you ain't gonna get put on the big shows. You know what I mean? That's why everyone wants to get knockouts and look good. If you ain't had a good amateur record, mate, I tell you what, boxing's hard. You need to sell tickets. You need to. Yeah, if you ain't a ticket seller, it's peak. It's very, very peak. So you got to put on a good show.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, let's be honest. Fight fans hate to hear this, but if you can sell tickets, you can be main event. And you're seeing this. You're seeing this with the influence of boxing. Everyone hates it, but at the end of the day, these guys have got massive following, and they can sell a load of tickets.
That's it.
But they can't box.
Yeah.
But they will. You got to look at Misfits, for example.
Yeah.
Misfits or
Misfits are killing it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. But if you can sell tickets, you can headline at the O2.
I said I'd love to fight. I'd love to fight Tommy Fury. I'd love to fight him. I got up and wait to fight Tommy Fury.
Yeah,
but
he doesn't need to fight you. He can just he can fight like a guy who's
YouTuber
and get paid 3 times as much for fight. Well, even more than that.
Boxing ain't the same no more, you know. Boxing's not like the old days, like Sugar Ray Leonard, Hagler days. It's not like that now. It's all just money. Which is understandable. That's what people are here for, to make money. Do you know what I mean? But obviously, back in the real days, it was respect, respect, legacy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's juicy.
Absolute fact. So then you signed after COVID. Correct me if I'm wrong here, because this is why you're on to give us your story. So you signed with Dean White's promotion company. I think you had 1 fight after COVID, then, or 2 fights after COVID, then signed with him. Is that right?
Well, no, I didn't sign with Dean. Dean he let me go on his shows. he let me on his shows.
Oh, you boxed a few times on that show, though, haven't you?
I boxed I think it was twice on his show.
Oh,
But yeah,
twice. Okay, that's the last couple, though, isn't it?
yeah, but I didn't
But
didn't start
you're with Mark
with
Nelson, is that right?
Nelson now. Yeah, we've got a good little map planned out, so I'm looking forward to it this year. Big year. I mean, we've already got all the dates planned out for this year. Do you know what I mean?
Beautiful. So, how many times can we expect you out this year then?
We'll be out
You're out 1st of March for anyone who doesn't know. You're at the York Hall, aren't you?
Yeah, you're cool.
Yeah,
Bethnal
hit
Green.
this
Get your
man up for
tickets. Tickets out now. Get your tickets.
Tickets are out. Hit him up after this interview. If you watch this, just go and DM him on Insta. Grab yourself a ticket. No point mucking around. You need to watch this man fight.
Get a bit good.
So, sorry, who are you fighting on that night? I haven't seen an opponent.
This is what I always say. Yeah, my team pick my opponents. Listen, he's got 2 arms, 2 legs, and a head. That's all I need to know.
That's the spirit.
But obviously, it will be a journeyman because obviously I'm coming up. Do you know what I mean? But hopefully, it's a journeyman. I want a journeyman that comes at me and attacks back because then it's fun. Do you know what I mean? I don't like all the, but they just tuck up and do nothing. I want to fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You see the Spider Richards jump in. Great fighter. I was at his fight. I was at his fight against Boazzi actually, and I thought he gave a superb account of himself.
Boazzi's fighting tomorrow, isn't he?
Yeah.
Right.
Funny enough, actually, I've been having this debate where a lot of people, experts in boxing, will say, coaches, people that that you can respect, they tell you, "Oh, boxing's a young man's game." But actually, when you look at it, Aziz is 34, Boazzi's 30. All the best fighters in the world, like if I ask you to name a pound for pound list, or most people, you'd have Lomachenko, Beterbiev, Canelo, Bivol.
Yeah.
They're all, Terence Crawford, Spencer, Usyk, Fury. They're all deep into their 30s.
Yeah.
So actually, there's no evidence to suggest boxing is a young man's game. There's only like Haney and Keogh and maybe.
It's a young man's game. It all depends how you live your lifestyle outside of boxing. If you don't live your lifestyle right outside of boxing, then boxing is a short career for you. I'll tell you that because you get injuries. Like your body's a car, you got to look after it. So it all depends how you look after your body outside of boxing. Do you know what I mean? You got to take your bone broth. You got to take your omega 3s. You got to take all that. You got to take all your supplements. You got to get sleeping right. I mean, my sleep used to be terrible. I used to do night shifts. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I used to be night shifts, and I was mashed. I used to train after a night shift, 7 o'clock in the morning, go to the gym, and I was battered. I was getting injuries left, right, and centre. So obviously your sleep's important.
Yeah.
Your mobility. I never used to do my mobility either. Now I do my mobility all the time. All the time.
Yeah, Mr. Richards is just saying as well, he's agreeing with me really, to say that you do come into your prime later into your 30s. And everyone says, like I said, people respected in the game, coaches, they say it's a young man's game, but actually experience is key. And if I've done 10 rounds and you've done 500 rounds, actually you've got much better chance of beating me, even if I'm 20 and you're 35. You know what I mean? That's a fact. That's not my opinion. That's the evidence. You look at through the weights, all the top fighters in the pound for pound list, with the exception of maybe Lopez and Haney, and you can't really put Shakur Stevenson in there in a pound for pound top 10 at the moment, even though he's class. Don't get me wrong. But you could argue him in there when you've got Canelo and you've got loads of other slots to fill up. Yeah. So actually, experience is actually key more so than youth.
It is, yeah.
And
experience, 100%. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, experience. Is key. It is
evidence. It's actual fact. It's not in my opinion. It's you look through the divisions and as I said, the top.
Yeah, when you think about it, look at the Canelo and Mayweather fight. Mayweather made the Canelo look like novice.
Yeah.
Look at Canelo.
That's a great example.
Canelo's an animal, mate.
That's a great example. Yeah. I mean, Lomachenko, he's almost 30 odd, isn't he? And 38 or something. Like late 30s. Yeah. I mean, all the top fighters are older. I'm going to have to get Craig Richards definitely to come on this show one time. I think he's so underrated.
I can't even see who's logging in now. What is Craig?
I don't know why you can't see that. He's saying only the little. I'll read out his questions, but he's saying only the little weights sometimes they're better young because it reflects rather than the man strength, and I agree with that as well. Where you're seeing like Tia Lopez and Haney Shakur Stevenson. You're seeing the lighter fighters, the younger speed. I think Anua's young, isn't he?
Yeah.
You're seeing those lighter weights where youth does tell. But yeah, it's interesting because, as I said, you'll hear that a lot. Right, here's a quick quiz time then. I'd love to get Craig Richards on. I'm a big fan of his. I think he's one of the most underrated fighters
Craig's the top fighter, mate.
Yeah, he's so underrated in UK boxing. It's disgusting.
I remember when I used to train with him at Matchroom Boxing Gym. We used to train together. He was top boy. I love Craig.
Yeah, good man. Here comes Chambo as well. Yes, Craig Richards, the Spider. I'd love to have you on and pick your brain. So quick question time then. Quick question time, okay?
What?
I'm gonna just say a couple of names, and all I want you to do is tell me the first thing that comes in your head.
All right? Yeah.
All right, first thing that comes in your head, okay? Anthony Joshua.
Well, right, what? Anthony Joshua what?
Whatever. What's the first word that comes in your head?
Heavyweight.
Yeah? You don't say underrated, overrated, heavy puncher, whatever you want.
I don't know, I feel like he's lost it a little bit, but yeah, all right, yeah, go on. Go. Next one.
Next one. Eubank Jr.
Vicious.
Yeah, like that. All right. Tyson Fury.
Awkward.
Yeah, good. Conor Ben.
The destroyer.
All right, you didn't say. You didn't say. Huh?
Yeah, destroyer. He's good. Good fight.
Yeah. Jarrell Miller.
Who?
That would do. Isaac Chamberlain.
All right, the beast. Come on.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah, so what about this one, okay? You can only got one choice, okay? One choice.
Yeah, you go on.
Saudi money or world title fight?
World title fight, mate. That's what we do it for. Fuck the Saudi money. World title fight. The Saudi money are coming. World title. Legacy, mate. Legacy.
Hold on. Let me just rephrase that. 300 million.
Yo.
or IBF world title.
Why are you doing me like this? Yeah.
300 million or IBF world title.
My family have got to eat, mate. 300 million, I'll go for that.
That's absolute gold. That is absolute gold. Tell Chamberlain he needs to get on this for an interview. I've been trying to get all the Miguel's, old school Miguel's legends on here, and he certainly fits the bill. I've been
we're sprinting in the morning. We're sprinting at 7 in the morning, so I'll talk to him.
Yeah, you tell him I'm coming for him.
I will. I'll let him know.
I've been trying to get like Freezy, because basically my cousin is used to be. Basically, a lot of people may not know this. My cousin used to be Granville Williams, who was a coach at Miguel's for 30 years, and he got me into boxing. I started boxing quite late. I boxed on the DKM show, which is unlicensed boxing, so I never boxed a really high level. But I had about 11 fights. I went to Miguel's like hungover. I was on the booze, hungover all the time, and I met people like some really good guys through boxing, and I remember seeing. I've had Sammy Mackay on, who you probably know, who's good friends with Isaac. I've had a few of the boys from Miguel's, and I'm just trying to get through them. Freezy, McBones is hoping to get him on at some point. I'm just trying to get through, but there's so many people to get through. But I just love to get as many people as I can, on here, and I just love talking boxing. I absolutely love
the story, innit? Share the story.
Mate, I love it, and the platform is, the platform that I've set up is just to be able to give fight fans a bit of an insight into you guys. All we get to see as fans is you turn up in your shorts and knocking mans out and badding mans up. Yeah. We don't get to see like you're going for hill sprints tomorrow morning at bloody 7 a.m. in the morning that we all now know. They don't get to see when you have bad spars. No one would ever have thought that you got bullied.
Yeah.
So it's great that you can share stuff like that,
Yeah, I hear that.
Yeah, it's absolutely phenomenal that you can share. So listen, who's your favourite super middleweight right now in your division?
Oli Edwards.
Good answer.
Favourite super middleweight?
Yeah.
You know what? Oh, mate.
It's a good question. that, isn't it? Because you've actually got to say someone in your division is your favourite.
Yeah. I don't know. You know, I've studied that.
But
like it.
Canelo's got all your belts, hasn't he?
Yeah, I like. Yeah, Canelo's top fight. Yeah, I like. Do you know what I like? Like GGG. I like GGG,
Yeah.
but obviously he'd give up everything, innit?
Yeah.
I like him because he's got my style: stalk, seek, and destroy.
Yeah, and I love the angle of his punches.
Yeah, like that's what I
that
said.
angle. I mean,
Biggie knuckle punching in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, mate.
Love it. He's an animal.
Animal.
Mate. He digs it in.
Yeah.
Digs it in.
He digs the angle of his shots is just insane. Yeah. They're like levers, aren't they? They're like levers. When he was at his best, they were just like levers, and he turned them right over, so his arms arcing down on you.
Yeah.
He's just raining shots down on your head. Oh,
Yeah.
God, you wouldn't want to get hit by one of them, would you?
No, you wouldn't.
Absolutely not. So who would you love to fight? If money was no object, okay, you could choose an opponent right now and make the fight, no negotiations, doesn't matter where it is. One fighter, your weight class, who do you want?
Who'd I like? What, just to get in the ring with anyone? Anyone, yeah? Chavez.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Chavez, because I love him. I think he's a wicked fighter. Chavez. You know Chavez? Yeah.
What the legend or the
legend,
son?
Chavez Senior, yeah, the legend. Love it.
Right.
I'd love to have a spar with him. Love it.
What about a current fighter that's active? Like, who can you fight tomorrow? I'm your promoter. I'm your new promoter, and I'm saying to you, Oli, I am a wizard at making fights. Who do you want next? Who do you want? And I'll go and get them for you. I'll pay you top dollar. Who do you want?
Canelo. That'd be a fun fight. Me and Canelo. Yeah,
mate, that's ballsy, isn't it? But that's what I expect from you, because someone of your mindset. I'd like you to say. I'm glad that you're saying you would go straight for the top guy.
You got to go for the best, mate. If it's the opportunity, you go for it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
No weak people. You just go for the toughest. That's how you learn as well.
Yeah, that's how you learn. Now, listen, we can't talk about boxing as though it's all glory. The haters will say that you haven't fought anybody.
Yeah,
they'll say you're being padded out right now.
You know what?
You're picking up wins against people with losing records. Yeah. What would be your response to that?
Listen, the haters are right. Listen, in boxing, you get journeyman, and you build up your career. Do you know what I mean? Like, if my team go, Oli, you got to fight this geezer, like he's top level, I'll fight him. Do you know what I mean? But it's about building up your career, just building up. What's it?
But a skeptic's gonna say, listen, you're 29 years old now. Aren't you 29?
Do you know what it is?
So why when are you gonna move on?
I had a long. Do you know what it is? Like I said, I had a long time out. Suffered with depression, like to a point nearly took my life. It was really bad. I lost the heart for boxing. I did not want to box. I wouldn't even watch boxing. I wasn't interested. Didn't care. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, like, I don't know. Like, even being in this gym in Brixton boxing, the love's back. I got the love back when I was in Portugal. But I mean, because obviously I was waking up, train, go back to sleep, train. I was living the life of a boxer. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Obviously, even being at Brixton boxing gym, the passion, it's just back. And then obviously my dad passing away. That I tell you what. My dad passed away. He's given me the biggest drive ever. Like, I can't even describe to you. Like, before, I feel like, you know what? Why am I? Sometimes you have in your head like, why am I doing this? Oh yeah, I want to do it. But now, it's my dad. Like, my dad's watching me. I'm gonna give everything I've got. From all the days my dad used to train me, because he used to be my S&C coach when I was younger for the kickboxing days. He used to smash me, like kill me. I used to have to wear like a snorkeling outfit, doing kettlebell. It was mad. He used to kill me, honestly. So now I have it. I feel like he's watching me. So now I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna give everything I've got. And if whether I don't get to the top, hopefully I do. If I don't get to the top, at least I said I gave it my all. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I gave it my all.
Yeah.
So all or nothing.
When can we expect to see you sort of step up and start taking on some acid tests?
June. I'm gonna have this fight, and then June I want to step up, big step up. Yeah. Big step, 100% big step.
What we talking? Title? English.
Hopefully, I'm speaking to my manager. Hopefully, we're looking for titles. Whatever they got planned for me. I'll go, I want a southern area. That's what I want, southern area. That's what we're looking at.
Yeah. Well, listen, I for one can't wait to see you in one of those big fights now. I think you're ready for it. From what I can see, again, I'm outside looking in. I haven't been to your gym and haven't seen you been to your camp, but I do study my boxing. I go, I watch all the old school throwbacks fights. I watch Dempsey. I watch Jack Johnson. I go to a lot of the fights. I've been and seen. I went to this. I went to Beterbiev Yard. I went to Usyk Joshua. I've been to Groves versus. De Gale, I've been to Kessler Froch. I go to all the big fights, Eubank Jr., De Gale. I go to all the big fights. I'm a student of the game, and I especially even the lower levels, whereas a lot of people actually just look at the pros. I'm speaking with unlicensed fighters all the time on here. I'm speaking with like under 10 fight pros all the time on here, and I really enjoy that. A lot of these sort of guys don't get the publicity they deserve because of the influence of boxing coming in, where man with 100,000 followers is queue jumping.
I know,
and you guys are working. You guys are working harder than these guys. So it's a pleasure to get people like you on the live. Or I had Giorgio who came on. Who was on that, jumped in the thing. He's like 2-fight pro. I don't care. I want these guys on here so they can talk and have their voice and share their journey, because they deserve it, and they're better fighters than a lot of the misfits fighters, or like this sort of influence.
Oh, listen, I got 3% battery here. My phone dies. I don't worry. I ain't just just to let you know.
I'll put it down to you cutting me out.
Nah,
right, listen, I'm gonna just show you this last picture because I want to show you this. This is quality.
Don't mug it.
What was you thinking here? What was you thinking here?
Wait, I tell you what, that geezer, he kept trying to rugby tackle me. He's like I thought he's become a ninja, like Mortal Kombat or something. I was like, what's his next trick he's about to do?
Hilarious. That's if Carlsberg did photos, you know what I mean? That would be up there, wouldn't it?
Yeah, man. I thought you'd take me out with Rory Polly or something. I don't know what he is.
Brilliant. I absolutely love that picture. That's one of the best pictures I've ever seen.
Yeah, mad. It's crazy.
Mate, thanks so much for your time.
Pleasure.
I'm conscious of taking too much of it, and I really hope I can get you on here more often, especially before your bigger fights. Thanks so much for sparing your time with the fight fans. I'm certainly going to be following your journey. I'm certainly going to try and get to some of your fights. So thank you so much.
Would love that. No worries, man. All good, all good. Pleasure. Have a good evening, yeah?
Yeah, have a good weekend, and I'll see you soon, yeah?
Take care. See you later.
Take it easy, big man. Thank you.